Hey guys, good afternoon. I'm going to be sending out the updated market analyzer solvers for your chart this week to everyone. So we'll take a look at how to incorporate this in the chart and how to use it in Blackbird. So the market analyzer, as you know, started out with my theory of the weekly, daily 60-15. Ideally, you would like them all in the same direction or um, the majority to be trading in that direction. And I've got that amalgamated in this trend filter over here on the left. As you see, there is not a majority and you get a zero. So there's no really higher time frame trend to trade with. Same thing for these other solvers. If there's no condition, you'll get a zero. Otherwise, you'll get a red or a green showing that the condition is present and whether it is a short or a long condition. So we've got 60-minute St. Mom. That's your super trend momentum on a 60-minute time frame. 15-minute St. Mom, 5-minute St. Mom. Then I roll over to the linear regression trend indicator and linear regression indicator 60-minute, and that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 together on a 60-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute. This 15KC is your 15-minute Keltner channel above or below that midband. PC prior close, above or below the prior close. PH prior high, above or below prior high, prior low, and then the weekly, daily 60, 15-minute on that higher time frame trend. So I've got this all now on the solver, starting with your higher time frame trend. So like right now, there was no condition, and you see that there was no current signal. So if you want to be trading in the direction of the higher time frame trend as a condition or filter, we now have the ability to see that on your chart to match your market analyzer. The first thing you want to do is make sure your days align, right? So look at your market analyzer in your columns and see how many days you have for set up for your system. And you can customize this to suit your own specificity if you would like 100 days or 30 days. So this is set on 100. Okay, so you want to be able to match that to your chart. So you want to make sure that you're running the same period of time. So I'm going to change this to 100. Also, with that said, keep in mind that these time periods must divide into each other. So you can't mix and match. You can't have like a 7-minute bar or an 8-minute bar or a 4-minute bar. It's got to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 60. If you can stay within that, you can work in and out of these higher time frames and have some success. And we'll look at the Blackbird to see about using some of these higher time frames as filters for your system. So say you have a system you can use as the entry trigger. You can filter using any one of these conditions where I've got a couple of blends set up in here incorporating the 60-minute or the 15-minute or the 5-minute St. Mom linear regression and higher time frame trend. So we'll take a look at this. So you have your trend filter, 60-minute St. Mom. The trick for this is you want to stay within 2, dividing into 2 or multiplying into 2, no more than that. So I prefer like 30-minute as an anchor chart And then I would want to use a 15-minute condition. Um, that's the way it use the higher time frame chart to your filter. So 2 times lower on the filter, and trade that during your RTH session. And in the back test results, we'll look at Blackbird. Um, you can apply different filters. So if you wanted, I had that 60-minute or 15-minute blend set up automatically down here. So if you want to do a 15-minute blend, that puts the Saint Mom, the LRT, and that higher time frame trend together in that RTH session. Um, and then kick down on, use this as your anchor, and then trade in and out of this on your lower time frame also. Um, you can get some interesting results. And we'll look at that when we get down there. But here is your 60-minute LRT, same concept. If you just want to use the linear regression by itself as a filter in Blackbird, you can do so. I'll show you how to do that. Or to keep in our concept of 1 or 2, let's look at the 15 LRT. So if you're using a 30-minute chart, you may want to use a 15 LRT to trade and pick up some nice runs this way, up or down. Um, and or use the trend, the higher time frame trend, or here's that Keltner channel that you could use, the prior close, trade it above or below the prior close. Same thing, prior high. It can be a good filter to use, especially in a run. Like right there, that's what you would expect to see, trading above a prior high, hopefully. Not go flat. Prior low, that's probably we want to start looking at this combination a lot more. And again, like I said, use this as a filter for your own bloodhound or indicator system, and use, customize Blackbird as we can see with your own risk reward parameters. I like looking at these levels between the halfback on my opening range indicator, this yellow box and the purple box is my opening range, the yellow being the 1 hour initial balance. And so if you just take the midpoint of that 1 hour initial balance to the edge of the 60-minute opening range period, you can draw that rectangle box. Hang on 1 second. And draw it above or below the line. And that's a good indication of where the algos will be running to, above or below that 60-minute bar. So you can see it went right exactly on the toe and then turned around, and on the bottom went exactly that amount as your target. So you can use your own risk reward, ATR, the PT indicator, profit target, but just using these as a filter, having this available for you. Weekly trend, if you just want to trade, if you're trading a higher time frame, daily trend. And here's your shorter time frame trend, 60-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute. I didn't put the 5-minute on it here, just weekly, daily, 60, 15. And then the 60-minute blend, 15-minute blend, 1-minute blend. And keeping in that 2 times our 30-minute chart, that would be a 15-minute blend. This is what I have back tested for you. So let's put Bloodhound up here. There we go. And scheduling 8:30 or just the US equities RTH. Just scroll all the way to the bottom. US equities RTH on your scheduling. And nothing in the money management, just leaving it at the default settings, but you could further refine number of trades, maximum consecutive number, or a watermark, account size. You can design your risk. But I've got the Bloodhound template loaded in for to get the signals, and then you can select from each of the categories what you would like to use as an entry signal, or you can use your own indicator or other, like if you're using a BB Mom entry, um, whatever you would like to use for your entry. I'm just going to put it on that 15-minute blend. And then for your market entry, this is where it gets really interesting. Right now, I have run a back test without anything in here. But you can click this place after anything in here, meaning place after. We can add additional bloodhound signals. So we can request an additional bloodhound signal and add another filter to your algorithm. So put your bloodhound template that you would like to use for a second filter, and then choose the logic template. So if you wanted to do the 15-minute blend, but then require that it be above the prior close or the prior high or low, or above that with that Keltner channel, you could add those extra filters in. But let's just run it without an additional filter. But it allows you to bring in other components from the market analyzer as filters and mix and match the components. So perhaps you didn't want to use a blend, but you wanted to use the 60-minute St. Mom with the 60-minute trend. You could mix and match using in between the signal here, the entry signal, and the market entry additional logic that you can add to it. So let's remove this. And just do a normal order set, and I'll do just a 2 times ATR, 1.5 ATR, just to give you an example. Again, this can be definitely looked at when you're creating an algorithm. You want to carefully consider your risk reward, because that will determine the viability of your trading strategy. But to just get a ballpark, whether you have something that is viable, you can use ATR. It's a good stand-in. And so right click, run the strategy, check the number of days to match. Again, the number of days that you're running in your market analyzer to your chart. And then take into consideration that it's going to take a few minutes to calculate. Okay, calculations are made. Let me put this on the 15-minute blend. And we'll take a look at the results. Sorry, my mouse. There we go. And This is using the ATR, so it's just taking any time the signal would appear, it would enter a trade using that risk reward that we put in there. And you can see that we do have a positive expectancy for this strategy. It is a little heavy on the drawdown, but 1,270 average winner to 960 average loser. So um, it's a pretty manageable strategy. This is on one contract over the 100 days. Actually, this is 30 days. Let me put it on 100. Hang on one second. It's on 50. Hang on, let me put that up. Let me rerun this. Give it 1 minute. Okay, got the 100 days loaded. I would recommend to keep the number of days on the chart in line with your market analyzer, and especially when you're using these higher time frames. You want, an increased number of days. So the 100 days did extend out the ability to capture additional profit, of course, and it kept in line with your percent profitability, stayed pretty much the same. So it's a good strategy to try designing something to layer underneath this, if you understand what I'm trying to talk about. So to monetize this directional trading, then you could come inside a 5 minute chart, for instance, in this direction of the anchored chart, and take an additional contract doing the same principle, either an ATR or trade to a target. I think that the strategy can be enhanced by looking at the range between the bid band for the 1 hour initial balance and that high low, especially when you break out of the range, to use that as the target to trade to. But there are other strategies for profit taking. I have the PT indicator. I'm just pointing this out on the opening range indicator as an option. Let's show you over here. Also met its range. Okay, so mix and match these and see if this can help get us some directional trades, and it put some math behind our trading. Trade when the condition exists, not when we would like to trade, right? And see if that improves anything for us. Not everything is going to work out 100%. You can't predict in the future what happened before. Markets do change, volatility changes, but be aware, as the market huddle advises us what that VIX is doing. So VIX distress. Don't have that. Make sure you understand if you're above or below those standard deviations at all times. Are you inside value, or are you trading outside in a fat tail of a range? If you can get that basic understanding down, I think this might help. Hopefully, that's what it's for. And have fun mixing and matching again. Layer in Blackbird in this market entry. Add the Blackbird template. So Bloodhound template, rather. Choose your template, add your filter requirement. So we want to be above that prior close, and then have that option to add other filters in as you mix and match these, and see if let's just run that real quick and see what the benefit to the strategy was. Okay, here's the results. that error, that wasn't really an error, it was a notification. It said prior strategies are available. Would you like to review them? So looky here, this improved the percent profitability a little bit, as well as the performance. So profit factor much better. So these longs, so you can see that this is basically a good long strategy. 58, 59% profitable. Um, 1.92 profit factors. Let's see. $1,200 winning trade, 963 losing trade. Largest winner 2591, largest loser 1878. So you're going to need 2,000, 2,500 to trade this. But you can see that, again, the theory is use this as your higher time frame to get behind during the RTH session. And then once you're in this directional trade, let's put this back on your blend. So either trade, trade if you're trading the blend, then you can put your chart, pull up the chart, on a 5-minute St. Mom. This is what a 15-minute blend looks like on a 5-minute chart. Let me put this on a 5-minute St. Mom. So there we go. Just as a directional day trading strategy. So we could use that higher time frame filter with this lower time frame 5-minute St. Mom entry also a requirement. So just trying to keep, in the direction that price is moving mathematically according to the momentum linear regression, and see if that further improves the profitability using the system between Blackbird, or even just using this, to trade discretionally, which I think you would probably must, do after you back test, sim trade this so that you can get used to the principles of using the higher time frame with the momentum linear regression and higher time frame trend with your lower time frame chart. So hope this helps you. I'll be sending this out this week to everyone, and appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Thank you.